Hello, this is Laura Mills, aka the Mana Squirrel, and welcome to the channel. Today I would like to introduce my editor, Andrew.
Hi.
He probably knows more about magic facts, honestly, than he does about playing magic. So, Andrew, what's your favorite magic fact?
The set before the first Eldrazi, the first colorless non-artifact creatures were put into, they accidentally put in a colorless artifact creature as a non-artifact creature.
So, which card was that?
Walking Atlas.
Walking Atlas. Okay, so as you can see, he knows a lot about magic. But you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to try to stump him by showing him some cards to see if he can guess the Easter eggs. So follow along and let's see if you can guess them as well. Hey, Andrew, I'm going to start you off with an easy one. What's the Easter egg behind this card?
It's an anagram of Garfield PhD, the original creator of Magic the Gathering.
You are right, but do you know why they added PhD instead of just Garfield?
Because Richard Garfield had a PhD and he couldn't stop talking about it.
Nope, because the department that was doing the materials said whenever they printed Richard Garfield's name, they always had to add PhD to the end of it. So they were making fun of that. But you want to know something else interesting?
Knew that, I just didn't know the best way to say it.
Oh, I got it. You want to know something else interesting?
What?
Is Feldegriff was actually going to be put on a different card. They were going to name Freyalise. This is her first printing of her, Freyalise Feldegriff, but somebody decided to say that's a silly name to put on a planeswalker. So one of the people asked, well, what would a Feldegriff be? And the response was a flying purple hippo. So that's why we have a flying purple hippo. Okay. All right, next one. What's the Easter egg on Orcish Settlers? Think art. Do you give up?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a rendition of the famous artwork American Gothic by Grant Wood. And I want to show you something hidden in the Orcish Settlers picture. If you look really closely, it says after G. Wood on it, which means that this is after, it's modeled after Grant Wood's art. Okay, I got another one for you. You may be too young for this. What do you think is the Easter egg in this card? And I'll give you a hint. Look at the flavor text.
I was initially thinking about how with voltaic key and time vault you can essentially chain infinite turns with the let's do it again, but I'm not sure that's what it is.
Nope. There is a song from the Rocky Horror Picture Show called Let's Do the Time Warp Again. And it's a reference to that song. Okay, let's see going. Okay, this one's a 2-4. I expect you to get this one.
Oh yeah, that's obvious. It's a reference to the concept of a Mobius strip, a super-dimensional shape with only one side.
You are right. That's an anagram of Mobius strip. But now guess the next one here. Similar theme. That's why I made it a 2-for-1.
Oh, that's a Klein bottle. It's also a super-dimensional shape, but I can't remember the Klein bottle's deal.
Ding, ding, ding. So the difference between the Mobius strip and the Klein bottle is the Mobius strip is one-sided in 3 dimensions, and the Klein bottle is one-sided surface in 4 dimensions. That's the difference between the two. All right, let's look at the next one. I'm wondering if you remember this one. I bet you know this one.
Is it on the art?
No, look at the title. I'm going to give you a hint. See what the first 2 words are in the flavor text?
Is it a reference to Lovecraft?
No. So driven mad. These guys were driven mad. So they became lunatic, driven mad. And sentinel is lunatic spelled backward. All right, let's see if you can get this one. I bet you can get this one.
I assume it's into art because there's no flavor text and the name doesn't seem especially interesting.
Yeah, the face might give it away because it's a real person.
Well, that bird reminds me of Joachim Brodin, but this was printed in 1999 when basically no one had heard of Sabaton.
No, this is Darwin Castle, the first pro player to design his own card, which they've been doing since then. And you know what the nice thing about this card out of the pro player cards?
What?
It's not blue. The pro players that design cards really like blue. So, okay, let's see if you can get this one. It's in the name.
The only thing I can think of rearranging those letters into is toga, but that doesn't sound right.
Nope, not toga. Try again.
Dot.
Nope, try one more time.
Otag.
Oh, come on, there's one more. It's really obvious.
Toag.
Okay, now you're being silly.
I genuinely don't know what it is.
It's goat.
Did I miss
It's an
that?
anagram of goat.
Did I miss that? How did I miss that?
That's why I was wondering, how are you missing that? So the reason it was called goat is
It's
the
because goats-
ATOG eats a bunch of artifacts, and usually the cartoons show that goats are always eating tin cans, and goats don't actually eat tin cans. In fact, I couldn't find a picture of a real goat that ate tin cans. But what they do is they're very sensory, so they use their mouths to chew on things and lick things for sensory to get a feel for it. So the closest I could get was this goat chewing on a piece of tin. But that's a myth that goats chew tin cans. But that's how the ATOG got created. All right, let's see if this one might be hard. Let's see if you can get this one. And I'll give you a hint. It's an anagram in the name.
I think I've heard this one before, but I have no memory of it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint. Watch this. So usually there's an anagram that refers to poison. That is it doesn't refer to poison. It refers to something else. Poison counters, I mean.
You for removing something I hadn't even considered for my consideration.
All right, you give up?
Does it start with had?
No. It starts with bad.
Bad touch?
Yes, it is bad touch. Do you know why it's called bad touch?
No.
So when the Wizards customer service had a bad interaction with a customer, they would call that a bad touch. So this is a reference to when they had a bad customer service call. They called it a bad touch, and that's an anagram of bad touch. All right. Let's see if you know this one. This one's one of my favorites.
It looks to be in the name.
Okay. Do these abilities look familiar?
Wait, maybe it's a reference to Morphling? I know.
I'm going to put up. You are right. In fact, it is a reference to Morphling.
I didn't
But do
remember
you know what
Morphling's.
the name is?
I didn't remember Morphling's exact abilities, but I did remember Morphling did have a lot of activated abilities that didn't require it to tap, but did require mana.
Do you know what Morphling was called when it was legal in Standard?
Emin?
No, it was called Superman.
Oh, it's a rearrangement of I Am Superman.
Yep. Very good. You got it. Ding, ding, ding. All right, this one's going to be really hard. Let's see if you can get this one. This is the last one.
Is it a reference to something else?
No, it is not.
Well, with that name, I'm surprised.
So I'm going to tell you one of the things that was done a lot in the first sets of the game is that the names of the cards made references to designers, to friends, to the playtesters.
20s? 20 a fleet?
Try again.
Oh, Wendy!
You got it. Do you know who Wendy is?
No.
This was one of Richard Garfield's friends, and I'll give you a second one. who was married to this guy. Who's that?
Jamie.
You are correct. Ding, ding, ding. And that's all I have for you. And your score, Andrew, was. I hope you enjoyed guessing and learning about these Easter eggs. I really enjoy magic because it has so much depth. The next time you obtain some magic cards, take time to look at the art and read the flavor text. You may discover something new. Until next time, I'll leave you with this piece of art. See what you can find.